Welcome to Famous People, English Stories. Ready to level up your English? Here we learn through stories slow, clear, and fun. Listen, relax, and enjoy the journey.
Introduction. Today, we are going to hear the story of Kylie Jenner. You may know her as a famous businesswoman, a makeup mogul, or a social media star. But how did she become so famous? Where did she come from? And what made her one of the youngest billionaires in the world? Let's begin her story from the very start. Chapter 1: The Beginning of a Star. Kylie Jenner was born on August 10, 1997, in Los Angeles, California, in the United States. Her full name is Kylie Kristen Jenner. She was born into a very well-known and famous family, the Kardashian-Jenner family. Her parents are Caitlyn Jenner and Kris Jenner. Before Caitlyn Jenner changed her gender and became a woman, she was known as Bruce Jenner. Bruce was a famous Olympic athlete. He won the gold medal in the decathlon at the 1976 Summer Olympics. Kylie's mother, Kris Jenner, was married before to Robert Kardashian, a lawyer who became famous for being part of the legal team in the O.J. Simpson case. Kris and Robert had 4 children together: Kourtney, Kim, Khloe, and Rob Kardashian. After Kris married Caitlyn, then Bruce, they had 2 daughters, Kendall and Kylie Jenner. Kylie was the youngest of the large Kardashian-Jenner family. She grew up in the spotlight, surrounded by cameras, magazines, and luxury. Her childhood was not like a normal childhood. Most kids go to school and play outside. Kylie was already appearing on television when she was only 10 years old. In 2007, when Kylie was just 10, her family began filming a reality TV show called Keeping Up with the Kardashians. The show followed the everyday lives of the Kardashian-Jenner family. Millions of people watched the show, and it quickly became very popular. People loved watching the drama, the parties, the fashion, and the relationships of the family. Kylie and her sister Kendall were the youngest, but they still became stars on the show. At first, Kylie was quiet and shy on the show. She didn't talk much, and she was usually in the background. But as the seasons went on, Kylie started to change. She began to show more personality, confidence, and style. Viewers started to notice her more and more. Even though she was young, she started to build her own fan base. Kylie went to Sierra Canyon School, a private school in Los Angeles. But as she got more involved in modeling, business, and TV, she switched to homeschooling. She wanted more time to focus on her work. In 2015, she graduated from high school through a homeschool program. Kylie had big dreams. She didn't want to just be the little sister of Kim Kardashian. She wanted to make her own name, her own business, and her own success. She started modeling and appearing in magazines with her sister Kendall. The 2 sisters also launched a fashion line called Kendall plus Kylie, which sold clothes and accessories in major stores. But Kylie's biggest success came from something else, something very personal. When she was a teenager, fans noticed that Kylie's lips looked much fuller than before. People started talking about it everywhere, on social media, on TV, and in magazines. At first, Kylie said it was just makeup. But later, she admitted that she had used lip fillers, a cosmetic procedure to make lips look bigger. Instead of hiding it, Kylie decided to turn this attention into a business opportunity. She saw how much people loved her look, and she realized she could sell the products she used. This is when the idea for her makeup brand, Kylie Cosmetics, began. In 2015, Kylie launched her first product, the Kylie Lip Kit. It was a set that included a liquid lipstick and a matching lip liner. She first released the lip kits on her website, and they sold out in less than a minute. People were shocked. The brand became an overnight success. Kylie was only 18 years old, and she had already started a makeup empire. This was just the beginning of her journey as a beauty mogul, a businesswoman, and a cultural icon. But her path would not always be easy. Fame, money, and attention come with challenges too. In the next part of her story, we'll explore how Kylie grew her brand and faced both the highs and lows of becoming one of the most talked about women in the world. Chapter 2: The Rise of a Beauty Empire. After the huge success of her first lip kits in 2015, Kylie Jenner knew she had something special. The lip kits were not just makeup, they were a brand, a movement, and a symbol of her personal style. Fans all over the world wanted to look like Kylie. Her full lips, her bold colors, her fashion, all of it was becoming a global trend. Kylie decided to grow her company, which she called Kylie Cosmetics. She expanded her product line from just lip kits to other types of makeup. She began offering eyeshadow palettes, highlighters, blushes, concealers, and more lip products in many shades. Everything sold fast. It seemed like every time she launched a new product, it was sold out in minutes. But what made Kylie's brand so powerful was not just the makeup. It was Kylie herself. She used Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter to market her products. She didn't need big TV ads or billboards. Instead, she showed her fans how she used the makeup on her own face, in real time, online. Millions of young people followed her every post, every selfie, and every story. By 2018, Kylie had over 100 million followers on Instagram. She had become one of the most followed people on the entire platform. This gave her a direct connection with her fans and her customers. She could post a picture or a video and instantly reach millions of people all over the world. Kylie used this power to build her brand even bigger. She did special collaborations with her sisters, Kim, Khloe, and Kourtney Kardashian, as well as with her best friend, Jordyn Woods. These special collections also sold out quickly. Fans loved the idea of owning something made by Kylie and her family. In 2019, Kylie made a major business move. She sold 51% of Kylie Cosmetics to a large beauty company called Coty Incorporated for about $600 million. This deal valued her company at nearly $1.2 billion. At just 21 years old, Kylie became the youngest self-made billionaire according to Forbes magazine. This news made headlines all over the world. Some people agreed she was self-made, while others said her family's fame helped her. Still, it was clear that Kylie had turned her name and her image into an extremely successful brand. But with fame and fortune came challenges. In 2019, Kylie's best friend Jordyn Woods was involved in a scandal with Khloe Kardashian's boyfriend. The story was everywhere in the media, and it caused a big problem for Kylie. She had to choose between her loyalty to her best friend and her loyalty to her family. Eventually, Kylie ended her friendship with Jordyn, and the public watched every step of the drama. Kylie also faced criticism online. Some people said she changed her face too much. Others said her brand was only successful because of her family. Some makeup experts didn't believe in her products. But Kylie stayed focused on her business. She She continued launching new products and kept growing her audience. In her personal life, Kylie also experienced major changes. In 2017, when she was just 20 years old, she became pregnant. She was in a relationship with rapper Travis Scott, and they kept the pregnancy a secret until their daughter was born. In February 2018, Kylie gave birth to her first child, a baby girl named Stormi Webster. The birth of Stormi was a huge moment. Kylie released a video on YouTube called To Our Daughter, which showed clips from her pregnancy and sweet moments with her family. The video was emotional, and fans loved it. It became one of the most watched videos that year. Many people said they saw a new side of Kylie, more mature, more gentle, more real. As a young mother, Kylie balanced business, fame, and family life. She often posted pictures and videos of Stormi, showing how much she loved being a mom. She also talked about how motherhood changed her and made her stronger. In the years that followed, Kylie and Travis Scott had an on and off relationship. Sometimes they were together, and sometimes they were apart. But they always stayed close for the sake of their daughter. Fans followed every update about their lives, and Kylie remained a constant topic in celebrity news. Kylie also continued to work on her brand. She launched Kylie Skin, a skincare line, and later expanded into baby products and other lifestyle items. She worked on making her brand more sustainable and added products for different skin tones and types. Even though she was still very young, Kylie had already done more than most people do in a lifetime. She had built a billion-dollar brand, become a mother, starred on a reality show for over a decade, and inspired millions of fans around the world. But her story wasn't over yet. As she entered her mid-20s, Kylie began to think more about the future. What would come next? How would she keep growing, not just as a businesswoman, but as a person? Chapter 3: Fame, Family, and the Future. As Kylie Jenner entered her mid-20s, her life was very different from when she first appeared on reality TV as a shy 10-year-old girl. She had become a mother, a business mogul, and one of the most famous women in the world. But with all that success came new challenges, more attention, more pressure, and bigger decisions. By now, Kylie was not just a celebrity. She was a global brand. Everything she wore, said, or posted became news. Every move she made was watched by fans and the media. Some people loved her. Others judged her. But she continued to stay active online, posting carefully crafted pictures and videos that showed both her glamorous lifestyle and her love for her daughter, Stormi. Kylie had learned how to use social media better than almost anyone else. Her Instagram page was like a digital magazine, beautiful, polished, and full of style. She shared her makeup looks, her outfits, her travel photos, and sweet moments with her family. Fans felt like they knew her personally. They followed her not just because she was famous, but because they were emotionally invested in her life. But as Kylie got older, she also began to speak more about the downsides of fame. In interviews and documentaries, she talked about how hard it was to grow up in the public eye. She said that people's opinions could be very harsh, especially when it came to her looks. Some people called her fake. Others said she was too young to be a mother or to run a business. Kylie admitted that she had insecurities. She talked openly about how she used to feel self-conscious about her lips and her appearance. She said she made mistakes, but she was learning to love herself more. Over time, her posts became a little more honest. She sometimes shared her makeup-free face or spoke about motherhood and how it changed her views on beauty. Kylie also continued to grow her business. In addition to Kylie Cosmetics and Kylie Skin, she launched new collections and worked on improving the quality of her products. She also paid more attention to issues like cruelty-free ingredients, vegan formulas, and sustainability in packaging. She wanted her brand to not only be stylish but also responsible. In 2021, Kylie and Travis Scott announced they were expecting their second child. On February 2, 2022, Kylie gave birth to a baby boy. At first, she said his name was Wolf Webster, but later she shared that they had changed the name. In March 2023, she revealed his official name, Air Webster. Fans were excited to see her new journey as a mother of two. Kylie said that becoming a mom again changed her perspective even more. She started thinking about her children's future, about what kind of world she wanted them to grow up in. She talked about wanting to be a good role model, not just for fans, but for Stormi and Air. She wanted them to know that beauty comes from confidence, kindness, and hard work, not just from appearances. At the same time, Kylie kept growing as a businesswoman. She launched Kylie Baby, a line of baby products like shampoo, lotion, and bubble bath, all made with safe and gentle ingredients. She wanted parents to have options they could trust. She also kept expanding Kylie Skin and introduced new items like face masks, eye creams, and body scrubs. In the fashion world, Kylie became more involved with high-end brands. She attended fashion shows in Paris, Milan, and New York. Designers loved to dress her. She became known for bold fashion choices, sometimes elegant, sometimes edgy. She could wear a classic gown one day and a futuristic outfit the next. Her style always made headlines. But while her public image was glamorous, Kylie tried to keep parts of her personal life private. She didn't show her children's faces often. She chose what to share and what to protect. This was different from the early years of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, when almost everything in the family's life was shown on camera. In 2022, the Kardashian-Jenner family began a new show called The Kardashians on Hulu. It had a more mature and stylish feel than the original series. Kylie appeared in the show, but in a more limited way. She was careful about how much of her private life she revealed. She was learning how to balance fame and privacy. Kylie also began exploring her creative side more. She took more control of her brand's visuals and design. She experimented with new product ideas and new marketing strategies. She even hinted at future plans outside of beauty and skincare. Maybe fashion, maybe wellness, maybe something completely new. One thing became clear: Kylie Jenner was not slowing down. She was learning, evolving, and planning for the long term. She didn't just want to be a trend. She wanted to build something lasting. She wanted to create a legacy. As she grew into adulthood, Kylie seemed more confident in who she was. She wasn't just the little sister of Kim Kardashian anymore. She was a woman with her own voice, her own business, and her own story. Chapter 4: The Power of Influence. Kylie Jenner is more than just a celebrity. She is a symbol of something bigger, a new kind of fame, a new kind of beauty, and a new kind of business. Over the years, she has built a powerful image that mixes personal style, family, motherhood, and entrepreneurship. But what does that really mean? How did Kylie become such a major part of pop culture? Let's start with beauty. Kylie's look has changed a lot since she was a teenager. One of the most talked about things was her lips. When fans saw how full her lips had become, they were shocked. At first, Kylie didn't say much. But later, she admitted she had lip fillers. That moment was important. She turned what could have been a scandal into a business move. Kylie took something personal, her insecurity about her lips, and turned it into Kylie Cosmetics, a billion-dollar brand. This move changed the beauty industry. After her lip kits became popular, other brands followed. They started creating similar products. Beauty influencers on YouTube and TikTok made tutorials using Kylie's makeup. She became a trendsetter. But Kylie's influence didn't stop with products. She changed how beauty was sold. In the past, companies spent money on ads in magazines or on TV. Kylie didn't need that. She had something better, herself. She became her own advertisement. She wore her makeup, posted selfies, shared videos, and told stories through Instagram and Snapchat. This kind of marketing is called influencer marketing. Kylie didn't just use it, she mastered it. Other celebrities and companies learned from her. She showed the world that you could build a global brand by being personal, direct, and online. However, Kylie's influence also sparked deep conversations about beauty standards. Some people loved her style and saw her as confident and bold. Others worried that young girls felt pressure to look like her, using filters, fillers, or even surgery. The Kylie look became famous. Full lips, smooth skin, long lashes, and sharp cheekbones. For some people, it was empowering. For others, it felt unrealistic. Kylie responded to these conversations. She said that everyone should feel free to express themselves. She talked more openly about her own journey with self-esteem. She reminded fans that beauty is not just on the outside. It's about how you feel on the inside, too. At the same time, Kylie continued to support causes that mattered to her. She donated money to help fight wildfires in Australia, supported hospitals during the COVID-19 pandemic, and helped women entrepreneurs. She also used her voice to speak about mental health, especially the pressures of social media. Kylie also shaped the way people see celebrity culture. In the past, celebrities were far away. They lived private lives, and fans only saw them in movies or at award shows. Kylie helped change that. She let fans into her world, her home, her makeup room, even her pregnancy journey. Through Instagram and her family's reality shows, Kylie made fame feel more personal. Fans felt connected to her in a way that was new. They didn't just watch her, they followed her. They saw her birthdays, holidays, struggles, and joys. They grew up with her. But this kind of fame also came with a price. Kylie has talked about the pressure she feels to always look perfect, to always post, to always be on. She said it can be exhausting. She tries to take breaks from social media, to spend time with her children and herself. She's learning how to create boundaries in a world that never sleeps. As a mother, Kylie is also thinking about what kind of example she wants to set. She wants her daughter Stormi, and now her son Air, to grow up confident, kind, and strong. She often says that being a mom is her most important job. By 2024, Kylie had over 390 million followers on Instagram. She had built a beauty empire, launched multiple brands, and become one of the most influential young women in the world. But beyond numbers and sales, what made Kylie's story powerful was this: she made people feel something. She inspired some, challenged others, and started conversations. Whether you love her, follow her, or simply find her interesting, there's no denying that Kylie Jenner changed the world of beauty, fame, and business. She turned her life into a brand, and that brand became a part of everyday culture, from makeup bags to magazine covers to TikTok trends. And yet, Kylie is still very young. She's just entering her late 20s. Many fans wonder, what will she do next? Will she move deeper into fashion? Will she create a wellness brand? Will she focus more on motherhood or take a step away from the spotlight? In a world that changes quickly, Kylie Jenner continues to adapt. She listens, she learns, and she evolves. She knows that fame doesn't last unless you grow with it. That's what makes her more than just a celebrity. She's a symbol of modern success. Chapter 5: Lessons from Kylie's Journey. Now that we've followed Kylie Jenner's story, from her childhood to her beauty empire, from her challenges to her fame, it's time to ask, what can we learn from her journey? Kylie's life is not just about money, makeup, or being famous. It's about growth, decisions, and identity. Her story teaches us some powerful lessons, especially for young people in today's fast-changing world. The first lesson is about confidence. When Kylie was young, she often felt insecure. She didn't like the way her lips looked. She was growing up in a family where beauty and appearance were very important. For years, she stayed in the shadow of her older sisters. But instead of hiding, she made a decision to change and to build something of her own. That choice, to take control of her image and build a brand, took courage. She turned her weakness into strength. Her lip insecurity became the start of Kylie Cosmetics. That one decision helped her build a company that made hundreds of millions of dollars. The second lesson is about taking risks. Kylie started her makeup business when she was only 18. Many people thought she was too young. She didn't go to business school. She didn't have formal training. But she trusted her instincts. She used the tools she had, her social media, her creativity, and her connection with fans. The risk paid off. Her first product launch sold out in 1 minute. That success gave her the confidence to grow even more. Today, Kylie Cosmetics is one of the most famous beauty brands in the world. It shows us that sometimes the best way to learn is to try, even if you're not completely ready. Another important lesson is about family. Kylie grew up in one of the most famous families on the planet. That gave her a platform, but it also brought pressure. People often said, she's only famous because of her family. Others said she was not self-made. But Kylie found her own path within that big family spotlight. She also showed that family can be complicated. Her friendships changed. Her relationship with her sisters went through ups and downs. She became a mother while still very young. But through it all, Kylie kept family close. She often says that being a mom is her proudest role. Stormy and Air became her greatest inspiration. Kylie's story also reminds us that not everything is perfect, even when it looks perfect on the outside. Her Instagram feed shows beauty, fun, and success. But behind the scenes, she has struggled with anxiety, body image, trust, and public criticism. This brings us to a key message: social media is not real life. Kylie is open about how photos are edited, angles are chosen, and content is carefully planned. She encourages her fans to love themselves as they are, not as they see online. This is an important reminder in a world full of filters and comparison. Kylie also teaches us about adaptability. She didn't just create one product and stop. She listened to her customers. She learned from mistakes. She expanded into skincare, baby care, and more. When trends changed, she changed too. That's why she stayed relevant while others faded away. This is something we can all learn from. In life, things are always changing. Jobs, relationships, trends, even your own interests. The people who succeed are not always the smartest or the richest. They are the ones who keep learning, keep adjusting, and keep going. Finally, Kylie Jenner's journey shows the power of authenticity. In the beginning, people saw her as just a pretty face. But over time, she became more open about who she is. She shared her emotions, her motherhood, her struggles, and her growth. She became more than just an image. She became a voice. So, what does this mean for you? Maybe you're not building a beauty empire. Maybe you're just starting your English journey. But Kylie's story still has something to offer. Believe in yourself. Start small. Learn from mistakes. Use what you have. Don't wait for perfect conditions, just begin. Share your story, your voice, your ideas. Famous people like Kylie Jenner can inspire us, not just because they are rich or popular, but because they remind us that dreams start small. Even the biggest stars began somewhere, often with doubt, with fear, and with a simple idea. So whether you're learning English, starting a new project, or finding your way in life, remember, your story matters too. You don't have to be a Kardashian to make your mark. You just have to take that first step and keep moving forward. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Kylie Jenner. We hope you enjoyed the story, learned something new, and felt inspired to chase your own dreams. Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself.